Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel so proper. It's giving news reporter vibes. The news that I'm reporting on today is my own life. For today's video, I have just an abundance of ideas and I wanted to focus on this specifically. Learning to enjoy your life as it is unfolding. Learning to enjoy your life while you're still becoming. There's this idea of you hit a point in your life where everything is where you want it to be and there's no need for growth, there's no need for anything else. My specific viewpoint is we don't need anything, it's more so a desire. Things that we desire to live, things that we desire to accomplish, people we desire to connect with, careers we desire to step into or step out of. There is this idea that your life can only be good if you make it to these points. And something that I have been relearning constantly is that you're always going to be coming. You are always going to grow. Your life should not ever look stagnant. And there's this stigma around growth equals chaos, growth equals so incredibly uncomfortable, growth equals shifting in ways that you don't genuinely want, or growth feels like it happens to you and it's not anything that you can stop or you can make a better experience. There's just too much negativity, low vibrational perspective on growing and on becoming. I feel people are put in a box of before they achieve something, after they achieve it, and the after is more praised. There's no recognition of the liminal space. A liminal space is the in between. This is the I'm not quite who I was before, however, I'm not quite who I'm working to be. You're in the middle. You feel yourself in between chapters, in between transition. And it can feel a little bit annoying because you know things are changing, you know things are progressing forward, and at the same time, you still feel yourself pulled back for some reason. I found myself in a liminal space a couple of weeks ago, and I finally feel myself out of it. And to be completely frank, it is difficult. It is a difficult place to be in because you feel like you're just doing immense inner work and doing the absolute best that you can, and you feel like you feel progress, but then again you don't, and then you realize some things that you thought you were done with are triggering you again, and so you're like, am I actually making progress? Like, are things actually sticking? They are. They are. You're just in the in between. And so, my biggest advice for you is to just keep pushing forward. Keep doing what you feel is working and what is propelling you forward. Keep pushing forward because let me tell you, the liminal space is so short, and it is even shorter when you trust that changes are actually happening and you just hunker down and you keep going. You keep doing your manifesting, you keep doing your meditations, you keep doing your journaling, you keep educating yourself on things that you're interested in, you keep expanding yourself, and you will break through out of that liminal space. Now, the reason why I even bring up the liminal space is because that is the space that I feel you really need to learn how to enjoy, because oftentimes we catch ourselves feeling like, oh, I'll be happy when I get out of this. Or haven't you heard so many people be like, oh, it's just gonna be hard for this amount of time and then you'll be happy. Like, why are we not choosing to be happy right now? Choose to be happy right now. Choose to be joyful right now. Choose to do things that light you up right now. Don't wait for a partner. Don't wait for when you have kids. Don't wait for when you start that business. Don't wait for anything. Do it right now. The other thing that is important is to enjoy the right now, because I have fallen to this where I feel myself like, oh, it'll be so much better like when I'm finally out of this thing. And then when you're out of it, you look back and there's something that the brain will do where it will glorify what happened before. And when you find yourself kind of struggling in this new phase that you're in, you glorify the phase that you wanted to be out of so badly. And then you look at it like, wow, it actually wasn't that bad. Even though you know damn well you were struggling and you were justified for feeling struggle and feeling difficulties. However, what I'm saying is enjoy where you're at in the present moment, in the moment where you're able to physically see things, physically touch things, smell things, feel things. Be present in that and be grateful for that state, and know that when you appreciate and when you are present in those states, it actually moves you into, it moves yourself to this desired state much quicker because your brain is not fully focused on next steps or when's it gonna happen. You know, if you give yourself something to use as a distractor almost, and it's something that is really beautiful for yourself, it helps you grow, it helps you feel more authentic. For example, painting. If you paint, you'll feel yourself like painting for hours, get lost, and you don't even realize that you've been painting for so long. And reading, you know, you're reading a book, you're really caught into what is said, and you don't even realize that the sun's down now and you started when the sun was up. Like, just involving yourself in habits that are natural to you and getting yourself immersed in what you are genuinely in love with. And even if it's something that you loved before and you fell away, take the time to go back to that. We've been conditioned to believe that what we loved before, especially when we were children, is a waste of time now. And you should be focusing on something better, something more important. What the most important thing is your health and your growth. And guess what? Child us always knew what was best for us. So revert back to little you. And even if it wasn't little you because your child circumstances you came in were not the most high vibrational, think of a time in your life at any age where you felt the most aligned. And if you don't feel like there is a point where you felt the most aligned, make that point right now. Ask yourself right now. Actually talk to yourself. People tell you like, oh, you're crazy when you talk to yourself. No, I'm not. I'm not crazy, because we all talk to ourselves. We all do. And we all should talk to ourselves. We have the answers to everything within us. I do want to end by saying that to learn to enjoy life while it's still becoming, it is also important that you stay present, like I said. However, you also remain so open and so excited for what is coming. Sometimes we take extreme measures. We're like, okay, you say be present, so I'm just gonna be present. I'm not gonna think about anything else. I don't care about anything else. No, everything should be practiced, not at such a strict confinement, right? You can be present and love the now and still be thinking about what's coming, right? You don't have to completely turn your mind off of what could be coming or even demonize romanticizing what's coming. No, that definitely will perpetuate the physical manifestation of that as well, because you're prepping, you're getting your body ready, you're getting everything ready for this new state. There's a lot in there. Honestly, my final message, and if you don't take anything else away from this video, it is that I comprehend that as your life is unfolding, it can feel like a roller coaster, right? It can feel like you're getting it, you're good, you're up, and then pew! You're getting triggered by things you thought wouldn't trigger you. You have relationships that seem to suddenly be switching. You got let go of by your job, right? You're changing your beliefs for things that you thought were foundational and wouldn't ever change in you. all of this is good. All of this is really, really good because it's those things that shift and kind of like shake your world a little bit that are opportunities to make that leap, to get out of that liminal space, or to at least get into a liminal space, to get into the in between, to get into the waiting room. Remember that you direct your life. You are the creator of your life. So if there's any circumstance that you're not liking, you have the power to change that circumstance. And I highly recommend, there are too many resources out there to comprehend this concept of creating your life, creating through imagination, creating through writing things down, creating through thinking. There's too many resources to even give yourself the pass of saying, oh, I don't comprehend that, or I don't even know where to get the information from. We live in an age where everything is instant. Knowledge is instant. There are a plethora of individuals online in books that talk about creating your reality, using your power, enjoying your life as it's unfolding. There's too many things. No excuses. No excuses. Okay? You got this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.